What's going on, everybody? Super Saiyan Polar back at it again with another Dragon Ball Super news and discussion video. Guys, if you do not want to be spoiled as to what's going to be happening in Dragon Ball Super movie Broly, click off of the video right now because we're about to dive headfirst into some serious spoiler territory. If you guys are going to stick around, make sure you guys smash that like button, subscribe for more, as well as turn on notifications because a lot of videos don't show up, and it's great to have you guys around to create some conversation in the comment section below. I look forward to reading them. Let's dive into this video. So today we're going to be talking about the inevitable upcoming tournament that's going to happen later on in the series. Something that's been a staple in the Dragon Ball franchise since the very first days has been tournaments. And in Dragon Ball Super, we got multiple tournaments in a very short period of time. Like, if you think about it, in the episode 40 range, we were having Goku versus Hit, and then we had the Tournament of Power, and most of the preparation for that, like in the episodes of 70s and beyond. So, like 50 episodes towards the end there were all dedicated to the Tournament of Power. What we're trying to look forward to here is the Tournament of Power number 2. If you guys didn't already know, at the end of Dragon Ball Super movie Broly is actually a good guy. Goku instant transmits over to him and they have a conversation, and Goku and him actually become friends. Now, what this leads us into is a whole new realm of possibilities. The next upcoming Prison Planet arc, they actually can literally do whatever they want with this new arc. The Prison Planet arc, because of what they've done here with Dragon Ball Super movie Broly releasing in a couple of weeks, is that they've basically opened Pandora's box. They can do almost anything they want now that they've canonized both Broly and Gogeta, two characters that we thought were never ever going to be canon. And I used to like protest for these guys to be canon because I still love them so much. One of them is my icon, and one of them I used to make videos back of, like in 2013, saying to canon Broly. I mean, he was popular, not everybody loved him, but it still happened. So a lot of these movie characters that we've seen could still come into the story. Now, what this leads into the Tournament of Power 2, things that we could look forward to even before that was the realm of possibilities on the table here is that Goku, Vegeta, and Broly. Picture that in your head for a second and picture them fighting side by side. We're not sure if this new upcoming arc, if they're going to need to call in Broly right away because of what's going to happen here. If you guys didn't know, Broly's one of the strongest fighters ever in Universe 7 right now, and now if we have a new Tournament of Power, let's say, because he was already in Universe 7, we didn't have him on the team because they didn't know about him and they wasn't recruited for him. In every other universe, there's got to be other fighters just like Broly that haven't been found, and they've been training in isolation. Now, let's take that into account with whatever happens later on in the series. More and more villains show up, and they have to take them down, and eventually the Tournament of Power 2 starts, and they have like literally a new catalog of fighters. That's literally what they can do here. And if they decide to canonize movie characters from the past, let's say Cooler shows up out of nowhere, or Bojack, these guys could be infinitely more powerful than what we've seen in their movie predecessors. Same thing with Broly, same thing with Gogeta. Both of these characters crazy strong because of this new movie. It's been scaled into Dragon Ball Super realm status of power. So literally anybody can be pulled out of the movies at this point in time and brought into the series with Super Saiyan Blue plus level power. So with that in mind, the Tournament of Power 2 could look completely different in terms of the fighters we see, and a lot of the irrelevant fighters like Ribrianne and like some of the Z Warriors that they were classics. They had their moments to play in the original Tournament of Power, but in the new one, we might see a fresh new list for Universe 7. And even Jiren's universe, you never know if there's other upcoming prodigies that we don't know about. And seeing them fight together to fight each other would be really interesting. Even if, let's say, that doesn't happen, and we get to see like Jiren, Goku, and Broly have to team up against some new foe. I mean, that would be really interesting to see. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below real quick. Do you think there will be a Tournament of Power 2? Do you guys think there's anything they can do to top the Tournament of Power? Because I think that's probably one of the best case scenarios for them to finish off the show if they did. And it would be really good because, I mean, the amount of power buffs that we saw, it was just insane. But that's what leads me into this next part of this Tournament of Power. In the original Tournament of Power, especially leading into episode 131, look at how powerful Goku and Jiren got. Like, literally, not only them, but everyone else right before that, everyone got a major power buff. In the time span of that tournament, in the 40 plus minutes or so, look at Kale. Look how powerful she got in that small amount of time. Now, if we take into account where everybody was flying into in these power scalings, they were above God of Destruction level powers. Some of these fighters, God of Destruction level Toppo, Jiren, Ultra Instinct Goku. Look how strong these guys were. Now account for training that they're going to do in this off-season or whatever they're going to be doing, and then some new fighters showing up to the table. They may just eventually reach where the Angels, Whis, and all of them are, and that's the thing. They've already established top 5 fighters is where the Priest is at, and I feel like above Beerus to him, that's where they all have to scale into. Now if they have the next Tournament of Power, or whatever tournament they decide to call it, it's got to be something towards the end of the series, because how fast these guys powered up with the last tournament. Imagine how many power-ups going to happen in the next one, and where would they all fly into in terms of power scaling. Like literally, you guys are going to power up so fast that it's going to be hitting everywhere, all these other barriers that were there in the original tournament. And they even stated that with Ultra Instinct, they did that way too soon. It was way too soon for them to unleash that power. It was great for sales and marketing and all the action figures and hype, but was it proper for the show's longevity? Because how long can they keep retconning the power levels? They did that originally with Beerus with the original movie, then the retcon that scaled his power up and Goku's power down. Super Saiyan Blue became a main staple of the series for nearly 4 years, or 3.5 so far. And can they pull that again? Will Ultra Instinct get nerfed to the point where it doesn't touch Whis and stuff like that? Because like if Vegeta manages to master it, if someone else manages to master that, they fuse with Goku, you're telling me that they wouldn't be able to compete with top 5 fighters in the universe? I feel like it's going to get to that point. So Tournament of Power 2, we might see some unlikely alliances. You might see Goku, Broly, Jiren, all 3 of these guys team up to fight somebody else. You never know what villains might show up in the realm as well. During the course of the series, you never know what villains might decide to team up and might have to take on the Z Fighters, and the new Z Fighter team may look like that lineup. Like Goku might have to call in for Jiren to help save the day, or even Broly. All 3 of these guys standing side by side to fight whatever comes onto the field, or even out there in the universe, because like now it's going to be a lot of galactic patrol. So there's a lot of creativity that can be thrown into this, and I hope they don't waste it. I think they know what they're doing here, because the fact that they're making movie characters canon, it says that they can do literally everything they want, which is a good thing, without restraining themselves. And it's a lot of fan service, which isn't really bad, because fan service, it keeps us happy, it keeps everyone happy for the most part, because it profits a lot. It's just fitting this into the continuity of things. We already knew that power levels and stuff like that don't really matter because of what they pulled to the Tournament of Power, but it does kind of matter when they start retconning it and then changing it and throwing it all over the place every single time. The Tournament of Power was a bit of an excuse, but if they pull something where they're going to be like, oh, Beerus is still stronger than Ultra Instinct Goku, I think that's where we're going to starting to get like tired of it, because it's just, we've been waiting for the day for Goku to surpass Beerus, like literally on a one-on-one fight, and it's been hinted at since Battle of Gods in 2013, but it hasn't happened yet he surpassed all these other fighters, and they're gonna scale it like that where it doesn't really make much sense and it hurts your head even more. I think that's where they would run into some problems, but other than that, seeing the team-ups and what they may eventually do, like doing some tag team moves like they did with Goku and Frieza in the very end of the original Tournament of Superpower, like in episode 131, seeing the moves that they pulled off was just freaking epic. And Goku has a way of making everyone he's ever fought turn into an ally for the most part. Like most of the bad guys turn into good guys. And seeing Broly and Goku fight side by side, man, I'd be throwing my money at the screen and flying over to Japan just to go watch that, because you guys know how epic it is for him to have someone that he used to view as an adversary for so long show up and do that. And Broly has actually been in our subconscious for so long, because like literally, even though he's technically being introduced as a canon character here in the year of 2018 through 2019, he's been in our heads for like the past 10 years, even before then. Like back in the day, maybe back because of Budokai 3 and when the movie first launched back then, he's been in our heads. Over a decade, Broly has actually been here, technically, spiritually. So seeing him fight alongside Goku, a lot of fans are going to get really, really hyped off that, especially me. Frieza and Goku had so much history, and I still feel like Broly does as well, even though he's being reintroduced. But the Tournament of Power 2, it's going to be absolutely amazing. So many new characters have to be unveiled. So many new power levels have to be unveiled, and new forms. but seeing some unlikely team-ups, that's what I look forward to. Anyway, guys, I want to thank you guys so much for watching. Smash that like button, subscribe for more. I'll be seeing you guys next time. Make sure you guys turn on notifications and comment down below with your thoughts and opinions. And also comment down below with what you guys think the lineup would look like if they do find some new characters on the set. And also, what movie characters would you guys want to see canonized in the stories? I would actually say the person to me that fits the most that they haven't really explored yet would have to be Golden Cooler. I feel like if Frieza was out there in space and he finds Broly and all them, Cooler could be out there, and I feel like he'd fit more than anybody because he's Frieza's brother, and in terms of power scaling, scale him up to Golden and it would work. But anyway, I digress. Thank you guys yet again. I'll be seeing you guys next time. Take care. Peace.